If you own a home in the Coachella Valley and you are behind on your mortgage, or you are worried you might be soon, this video is for you. And if you are a buyer who has been eyeing distressed properties, hoping to find a deal in Palm Springs, Palm Desert, La Quinta, or anywhere in the desert, this video is also for you. Stay with us, because what we're about to share could save you tens of thousands of dollars, protect your credit, and help you make the smartest possible decision in one of the most stressful financial situations a homeowner can face.
I am Payal Patel, and I am here with my business partner Amie Arbid. Together, we are
Palm Springs and beyond.
We have been helping buyers and sellers navigate the Coachella Valley real estate market for over 2 decades. And today we are going deep on a topic that does not get talked about enough: short sales and foreclosures.
These two words get used interchangeably all the time, and we're here to tell you they are not the same thing, not even close. The process is different. The timeline is different. The impact on you as a homeowner is different. And the strategy you need as a buyer is completely different. So let us break it all down for you right here, right now.
Let us start with short sale. A short sale happens when a homeowner owns more on their mortgage than their home is currently worth, and they need to sell. So they go to their lender and say, look, I owe you $400,000, but this house is only worth $300,000. In today's market, will you accept less than what I owe so we can sell it and move on?
And the lender has to agree. That is the key piece here. The seller does not just decide to do a short sale on their own. The bank has to approve the sale price. The bank has to approve the buyer. The bank has to approve every single piece of this transaction. And that is what makes a short sale complicated. And that is what makes having an experienced agent absolutely essential.
Now, why would a homeowner be in this situation? There are so many reasons, and none of them means someone made bad decision. We have seen this happen after a job loss, after a divorce, after a medical crisis, after a death in a family. Life happens, and in Coachella Valley specifically, we have seen it happen when the market shifts, when a short-term rental changes its zoning, when snowbird owners decide they cannot keep carrying a property. They are not using real life, real situation.
Here in the desert, we also have a unique market. We have second homes, vacation properties, investment properties, and primary residences all mixed together. When someone who bought a luxury condo in Palm Desert at peak pricing finds themselves upside down, they need options. A short sale is often the most dignified and financially strategic option available to them.
Here is what a short sale does for the seller. It allows you to avoid foreclosure. It is less damaging to your credit than a foreclosure. In many cases, the lender will forgive the deficiencies, meaning they will not come after you for the differences between what you owe and what the house sells for, and you get to have some control over the process. You are working with a real estate agent. You are making decisions. You are not just waiting for a bank to take your house.
But here's the reality check. A short sale is not fast. We want to be honest with you about that. A typical short sale can take anywhere from 3 to 6 months, sometimes longer. And sometimes it just depends on the lender, the investor who owns the loan, and how complex the file is. Some lenders are more efficient than others. Some loans have multiple investors and require multiple approvals. It is a process, and it requires patience and persistence.
As listing agents in short sale, our job goes so far beyond just putting a sign in the yard. We are coordinating with the lender's loss mitigation department. We are gathering and submitting a full hardship package on behalf of the seller, which includes a hardship letter, financial statements, tax returns, bank statements, pay stubs, and more. We are negotiating the approval. We are keeping the buyer's agent informed so the buyers stay in the deal. We are managing every moving part simultaneously.
And if any one of those pieces falls apart, if the documentation is incomplete, if the lender loses a file, if the buyer walks because they got tired of waiting, you have to start over. This is why experience matters so much. We know how to keep a short sale together. We know how to communicate with loss mitigation departments. We know how to set expectations with buyers so they stay committed. This is not something you hand to a brand new agent who has never done one before.
Now, let us talk about foreclosure. Foreclosure is what happens when a homeowner stops making mortgage payment and the lender steps in to take the property back through a legal process. This is the bank saying, we have given you enough time, we have sent enough notices, and now we are taking this home back.
In California, there are two types of foreclosures: non-judicial foreclosure, which is the most common, and judicial foreclosure. Non-judicial foreclosure goes through what is called a trustee sale. The lender records a notice of default. The homeowner has a window of time to cure the default or explore options like a short sale or loan modification, and if nothing happens, the property goes to auction on the courthouse steps.
Judicial foreclosure involves the court system and is less common, but it does happen, and in both cases, the homeowners loses control of the situation. Once the notice of default is recorded, the clock is ticking. The time is not your friend anymore.
Here in Riverside County, which covers most of the Coachella Valley, the foreclosure timeline from notice of default to trustee sale is typically around 111 days minimum once that notice is filed. That sounds like a lot of time, but it goes fast, especially when you are stressed, when you are not sure who to call, when you are getting letters from attorneys and investors and random people showing up at your door offering to buy your house for cash at a fraction of what it's worth.
And this is something we want to address right now. When a notice of default is recorded, it becomes public record and people will find it. You will get mailers, you will get door knocks, you will get phone calls, and some of these people are legitimate investors. Some of them are predators. And as homeowner in distress, you deserve to have someone in your corner who is working for you and for a quick profit at your expenses. Not for a quick profit at your expenses.
That is where we come in. We are fiduciaries. We have a legal obligation to protect your best interests. We are not here to buy your house for pennies on the dollar. We are here to help you understand your options. Make the most of your equity if there is any left, and navigate this process with your dignity intact.
Now, let us talk about what foreclosure looks like for a buyer. If a property does go to a trustee sale, investor can bid on it at an auction. This is cash only as a situation. You do not get to inspect the property first. You do not get title insurance in most cases. You are bidding on a house you may have only driven by. This is high risk, high reward, and this is not for the average home buyers.
After the trustee sale, if the property does not sell at auction, it becomes what is called REO, real estate owned, meaning the bank owns it, and REO properties are then listed on the market, often through real estate agents, and that is when everyday buyers can come in and make offers. REO properties are sold as is, but at least you get the chance to inspect. You get title insurance and you go through a normal escrow process.
So let us put it side by side. Short sale versus foreclosures. What are the real differences?
Number 1, control. In a short sale, the homeowner still has control. You are initiating the process. You are working with an agent. You are part of the solution. In a foreclosure, control shifts to the lender. You are reacting. You are on their timeline.
Number 2, credit impact. Both will hurt your credit, and we want to be real with you about that. But a short sale typically results in less damage than a foreclosure. A foreclosure can stay on your credit report for 7 years and can drop your score significantly. A short sale, especially if you handle it before you miss too many payments, you can have a less severe impact and may allow you to qualify for a new mortgage sooner.
Number 3, deficiency. In a foreclosure, depending on the type of loan and the state, the lender may be able to pursue you for the deficiency. The amount still owed after the property sells. California has some protections around this, but it is not a guarantee. In a short sale, you can often negotiate a full release of deficiency as part of the approval.
Number 4, timeline to resolutions. A foreclosure can feel like it drags on with notices and legal proceedings, but ultimately the lender is in control and they will move at their own pace. A short sale paradoxically requires more active management, but can sometimes result in a faster emotional resolution for the homeowner because you're taking action instead of waiting.
Number 5, emotional and practical impact. Foreclosure is public, final, and often traumatic. Short sales allow homeowners to exit with more grace, more agency, and in many cases, more financial options on the other side.
And number 6, the future. After a foreclosure, Fannie Mae guidelines typically require a 7-year waiting period before you can get a conventional loan. And after a short sale, that waiting period can be as short as 2 years, depending on the circumstances. If home ownership is still your goal on the other side of this, and we hope it is, a short sale gives you a faster path back.
Now, let us bring this home literally to the Coachella Valley. Our market is unlike any other real estate market in California. We have a significant percentage of non-primary residences. We have snowbirds who bought in the 2000s, 2010s, who are now aging out of desert life. We have investors who bought short-term rental properties when short-term rentals were booming and are now navigating stricter regulations. We have primary residents who bought at the top of the market and are now dealing with rising HOA fees, insurance costs, and shifting home values.
We are talking about communities across the valley, from the iconic architecture neighborhoods of Palm Springs to the club communities of Rancho Mirage and Indian Wells, to the master planned communities of La Quinta, to the growing corridors of Indio and Cathedral City. This market has nuisance, and that nuisance matters when you are dealing with the distressed property.
For example, HOA fees in some of our country club communities can be significant. If a seller is also behind on HOA dues, that adds another layer to the short sale negotiation. The HOA has to be paid through escrow, or the lender has to agree to pay them, or the buyer has to factor that in. That is not something a generalist agent is going to know how to navigate.
Short-term rental properties add another layer. If the property is being sold as an active STR, that is short-term rental, with existing bookings, there are guest accommodations to consider, platform accounts to transfer, permit statuses to verify. This city has changed zoning and the STR permit is no longer valid. That affects the value and it affects the short sale approval process. These are conversations we know how to have because we live and breathe this market every single day.
And for buyers, if you are looking at distressed properties in the Coachella Valley as investment opportunities, whether that is a renovation flip, a long-term rental, or a primary residence at a below market price, You need an agent who knows the neighborhoods, knows the HOAs, knows the short-term rental landscape, and knows how to write an offer that will actually get approved by a bank.
We want to spend a few minutes on this because it is maybe the most important part of the entire conversation. Whether you are a homeowner facing distress or a buyer pursuing a distress, property time is one of the essence. We are not just saying that, it is literally the truth.
For homeowners, every month you wait is a month of missed payments on your credit report. Every month you wait is 1 month closer to a notice of default being filed, if it has not been already. Every month you wait is 1 month fewer that we have to put together a short sale, find a qualified buyer, and get it approved before the trustee sale date. Time is not neutral here. Every single day matters.
We have seen homeowners wait 6 months to call us because they are embarrassed, or because they thought the situation might resolve itself, or because they were not sure if they qualified for a short sale. And by the time they called, the trustee sale was 3 weeks away. 3 weeks, that is not impossible to work with, but it is so much harder than if they had called us the day the first payment was missed.
If you are in the Coachella Valley and you are behind on your mortgage, or you can see that you are going to be behind soon, please call us. There is no judgment here. We have sat across the kitchen table from people in every kind of financial situations you can imagine. And our job is not to make you feel bad about where you are. Our job is to help you figure out where you are going and how to get there as strategically as possible.
For buyers, time matters too. Short sale listings can disappear. They can get pulled back by the lender. The homeowner can get approved for a loan modification and decide not to sell. The property can go to the trustee sale before the short sale is approved. If you fall in love with a distressed property, you need an agent who knows how to move quickly, who knows how to write a stronger offer, and who knows how to communicate with the listing agent throughout the process so your offer stays at the top of the stack.
And here's something buyers need to understand. Not all short sale listings are created equal. Some listings have already been approved by the bank. Those move quickly. Some are in pre-approval stage and could take months. Some lenders are responsive and efficient. Some are notoriously slow. We know the difference, and we can tell you what you are walking into before you fall in love with a property and then wait 9 months only to have the deal fall apart.
The bottom line is this: in distress real estate situation, the agent who chooses is not just a nice to have. They are the differences between a successful outcome and a catastrophic one. Experience, relationship, communication skills, market knowledge, and frankly, grit matter and more in these transactions than in any other type of sale.
Payal and I have both, and we are here for you. Whether you are a seller who needs help, a buyer who wants to find an opportunity, or someone who is just trying to understand what your options are, we are one phone call away.
If this video helped you understand short sale and foreclosures better, we would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Right now, we put out content every week about Coachella Valley real estate market, neighborhood tours, market updates, buyer and seller tips, and the honest truth about what it is like to live in, invest in, and fall in love with the desert.
And we have a favor to ask you. If you know someone, a friend, a family member, a coworker, anyone who is going through a tough time with their mortgage, or who is curious about distressed property opportunities in the desert, share this video with them. You might just change their financial life. That is not an exaggeration. Information is power. And the right information at the right time can completely change someone's outcome.
Follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. We are
Amie Arbid.
and I am Payal Patel. You can reach us directly anytime. We pick up the phone, we respond to messages, we show our clients.
In real estate, especially in situations as serious as these, you deserve agents who take your situation personally. We do. Always have, always will.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. We will see you in the next one.
Let's go. Connect with us. Subscribe for neighborhood tours, market updates, buyer tips, and honest truth about living in the desert.